Hey now, I am Bear Clooney, a very charming bear, if I may say. Also, a bear who loves watches. This is my cave, this is my watch today, and obviously, you could see from the introduction to this video, today we will be talking about Breitling Superocean Heritage. If I may, at the beginning of this video, I want to acknowledge that this video was inspired by horology pontiff himself, Governor's Governor, Archie Luxury, and his recent love for retail and discount divers. All kidding aside, this watch does have a great value recently if you buy it right. But I think it holds a little more value than just a price. This is a timepiece with a great heritage. Many of us know that Breitling is known for their aviation pieces. All their commercials or their marketing approach is targeting that segment. However, even with their iconic piece being Navitimer, I chose to talk about and present for the first time Breitling piece on my channel, and it is a diver. Let's not forget that Breitling also has a great heritage in diving pieces. The original Superocean was issued in 1957, and it truly was a key when I looked at that piece in my decision on what piece should I get, besides obvious value. If we take a look at the original Superocean, and then we take a look at the Superocean Heritage that I chose to purchase, and it's a Superocean Heritage 42 millimeter. It is not the ceramic Superocean Heritage 2. I think that being the Heritage reissue, basically homage to their original piece, this specific watch is just more true to its purpose, to what it represents. So take a look on original Superocean, and then we'll compare it to watch that Bear Clooney chose. I think you'll understand aesthetically why this watch and original Superocean have so much in common. To me, that was important. That connection, the connection that is kind of made between the, and I'm going to use that word, homage to the 1957 piece and the original 1957 piece. So this is the 1957 piece. And here we can take a look at the original Breitling Superocean, released in 1957. I think this will nicely illustrate my opinion that Breitling Superocean Heritage represents great homage to this iconic timepiece. Breitling was very proud of this watch. They touted its water resistance of 200 meters, which impressively beat out its contemporaries, Rolex, Omega. The Superocean's clean and practical design featured also oversized hands that were making it easier for divers to read. And now, this is the Superocean Heritage that Bear Clooney chose based on the fact that it is very much resembling the 1957 piece, and it holds that DNA so well. Take a look. And now we can compare the Superocean Heritage 42 millimeter to the original Superocean. You will see the resemblance right away, and it's very clear that in 2007, Breitling nicely commemorated the model's 50th anniversary with this Superocean Heritage collection. It's truly a great homage to the inaugural Superocean with its braided steel bracelet, and Breitling even brought back the 1950s logo for this collection. So it is a mixture of modern taste, modern look, but the DNA is clearly in this timepiece. I think it's evident. You get it? Do you see what I'm talking about? There is a connection. There's something in this timepiece that Breitling managed successfully to bring from 1957 to today. And I love this piece. Now, I suggest we jump into Bear Clooney Watch's studio and take a closer look at this timepiece. And here we are at Bear Clooney Watch's studio, taking a closer look at a beautiful Breitling Superocean Heritage 42mm. However, you will immediately notice another diver from Breitling, which clearly illustrates my love for diving timepieces, as well my appreciation for Breitling's nautical watches. We are talking about Breitling Superocean, and I thought I want to honor it in this video, as it's been a wonderful timepiece that serves me well with its robustness, with its accuracy, and aesthetically pleasing appearance. This is the popular steelfish. I think the things I love about it is its size. I'm not a big fan of oversized Breitling watches, and this piece comes in 40mm. It's actually relatively thin considering the 5,000 feet water resistance, which makes this a superior watch in diving aspect in comparison to Breitling Superocean Heritage 42mm. You can see the helium valve here, which is obviously necessary for the type of watch it is. It has the wings and the anchor on the logo. It's a very comfortable bracelet. You see the regular clasp with a stamp Breitling on it, just as they traditionally do their clasps, which I kind of like. I find it to be very classy and nice. The back of the watch, again, a famous Breitling sign with the anchor for nautical pieces and wings for their amazing aviation heritage. Watch that I think represents everything I like about diving watches, from the purpose, the robustness, the aesthetics. I love the hands on this watch. It just deserves to be mentioned in today's video. But we're going back to the star of the show, which is the Breitling Superocean Heritage 42mm. This is obviously a stainless steel piece. It has the width of 42mm and a thickness of 12.95mm, which is overall a very nice size. It dressed really nicely, and I think it can serve as a dress watch in a modern world. We all know that dress watches are slowly being replaced by classy sports watches. So, it has the caliber B17, which is just a fancy code name for the ETA 2824-2, but this is the highly regulated, highly finished. Breitling does a truly nice job with ETA movements, and we shouldn't look down on them. I personally think they are fantastic. They run a high frequency of 4 Hz or 28,800 vibrations per hour. Love the minimalistic approach and design of this watch. Um, I am not looking for the pieces with more complications. I'm not a fan of the chronographs. One thing I love on this watch is this mesh bracelet, the Milanese style bracelet. I love the idea how they included the links so you can nicely size it. Clasp is just superior and done in a very glamorous, Breitling, shiny, glossy way. I think it's beautiful. Bracelet on this timepiece is just something that is worth exploring itself. Now, bracelets are offered in three materials. You can have it on a leather strap, you can have it on a rubber band, but steel, Ocean Classic is absolutely must, in my opinion, if you're going for this watch. Now, some of us will discuss, is it worth going into Heritage 2 with the ceramic bezel, with, let me just open this glass. Again, I'm going to have a bit of a difficulty with my gloves on, but remember, I don't wear gloves to be cocky and show-offish. I just do it so I don't leave greasy marks on the watch that I am presenting to my public. Again, you can see the Breitling writing on the clasp in a similar fashion. We've seen it earlier on the Steelfish. I think it's a pure class. I think it's just beautiful. And here in the back, they do a nice job. They truly make nice cases and first-class bracelets. Not many companies can compete with them in that aspect. But to go back to what I was talking earlier is, what do you think? Do you think that going to Heritage 2 is worth additional expense? Having the in-house movement, which is actually borrowed from Tudor, and the ceramic bezel, and also the date is moved to the 6 o'clock, which actually I don't like. I prefer, in this case, date exactly where it is at 3 o'clock. I don't know. I am obviously a person that made a choice based on the value point and also homage attributes to the original timepiece, because I think having a metal bezel, I think that this piece in 42 millimeter and minimalistic as it is, and also on this beautiful mesh steel Ocean Classic bracelet, this watch is as close you can get to the original Superocean timepiece. Therefore, being a very much traditionalist and liking heritage pieces, I think that's why I'm making this choice. Let's put these two babies together and take a look. Looking at them, I can't help but thinking how how some people underestimate a great Breitling nautical heritage. I think it's really something that should not be forgotten, that ultimately needs to be respected. And I just, being a diver watch fan, I'm happy that Breitling offers part-time pieces like this, because they fulfill my needs for watches from their brand. I'm not a big fan of Navitimer. I am finding them too large. I'm finding them too busy, and simply aesthetically they don't appeal to me, even though I certainly know how to respect their iconic status and what they represent in the horology world. Now, let's reflect a little bit. I mean, it's certainly Heritage 42 is not superior diver, but cosmetically and historically, it appeals to me, and I love it for that reason. Now I'm going to shut the light off and we can take a look at the actual lume on these two watches. Frankly, it's not much to brag about. I would say that based on this lume, I would not necessarily recommend this watch for a real diving. It's certainly not as legible as it should be, and lume is obviously not the stronger point for this watch. And here we have the wrist presence of Breitling Superocean Heritage 42 millimeter. Absolutely beautiful watch that holds a certain vintage look, yet has the modern attributes which certainly contribute to overall aesthetics. I think this watch, even though being a diver sports watch, can be worn in numerous different type of situations. I love the Milanese style mesh bracelet on this piece. It has a certain luxury feeling, certain luxury look, and frankly, 42 millimeter, in my humble opinion, is the perfect size for this timepiece. Wrist presence is truly wonderful. I hope you agree with me. I hope you enjoyed this presentation of Breitling Superocean Heritage 42 millimeter. I find this piece aesthetically beautiful. I find this piece important in the aspect of the history of this watch. I find this piece very important in maintaining and keeping Breitling's heritage in diving timepieces. Not much more to say except thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click on like. If you did not subscribe, please subscribe. And let's just continue this search together. Search for perfect timepiece. Thank you and have a great one.